Now, if you're a business owner and you're spending 50K, 100K, 200K, 300K plus on Facebook ads and you're frustrated with your leads, so maybe they're saying, I'll think about it, or maybe they're not even responding at all, this video is for you. And right now in this video, I'd like to debunk one of the biggest misconceptions about Facebook ads, and it all boils down to one fact, and that is Facebook ads will never get you clients. I'm going to explain that in a minute. So whenever you run ads, you are mostly going to get leads, people who are interested in your services and your business. And that's why most of the time when you get leads, they usually say things like, I'll call you later, or I'll call soon, or something like that. And that right there seems like the lead is rejecting you, but it's actually not, because when you think about it, a lead is just someone who's interested in your services. They are most probably not ready to buy right now, but they are interested. So very often you'll find that even if someone is interested in your services, they usually have a lot of questions unanswered. They probably need some education about your services. They need to trust you. They need to be warmed up. And in some situations, they need to build some form of a relationship with you. And only when these things are fulfilled, when the client has been educated, nurtured, pre-sold on your services, is when they are ready to become clients. So when a lead says, I'll call you later, they usually come to this period, which I usually like to call the consideration period, which is basically when you feel like your leads are trying to push you away so that they can make decisions on their own. But if you really understand Facebook ads, you will know that this is actually the most crucial time when you have to work with your leads and walk them over getting your services. Because again, you need to do a lot of work before that lead becomes a client. You need to educate them, you need to nurture them, you need to answer their questions in order for them to actually become a client. And without this person will never see you again. So what usually happens in this situation is that most businesses, when a lead tells them that I'll call you later, the business actually leaves that lead alone. But if you really want your ads to be widely profitable, you know that this is actually where the work of turning those leads into clients actually starts. But now I know you might be asking, how do you turn a lead into a client and the lead has told you that they will call you later? And the answer here is simple, and it is one word: systems. And here's what I mean by that. So basically, you're going to create something that will actually do all this work for you on your behalf. It will basically answer their questions, pre-sell them, nurture them, and also educate them about your services. So here's how the system works. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the top 30 questions that your leads usually ask you whenever they come from Facebook ads. So for example, if you're a solar business and you're trying to get leads from Facebook ads, usually they ask you questions like, how much does solar systems cost? How long does the installation take? Will solar power my whole house? How many panels do I need? Does solar work when it's cloudy? And how long do batteries last? And so basically, you're going to take all these questions and you're going to answer them one by one in very short videos, maybe 1 minute long, 2 minutes long. It doesn't really matter. Basically, as long as you have fulfilled answering that leads question extensively and comprehensively, that's what matters. So we're going to be answering them, each and every single question, in its own video. And so basically what you will find out very quickly is that even those leads that told you, I will reach out to you later, they will actually start considering watching your content. They're going to binge watch all your content because, again, you are educating them about your services. You are nurturing them. You are answering their questions. Basically, this person is still interacting with you and you are still walking them through that consideration process. And whenever they are still formulating those purchase decisions in their minds, they are using your content as a roadmap or a guideline. And obviously, your content will lead to them taking you as the main service provider. And that's the goal of this content. So you don't just leave your leads alone. You actually walk them through the process in a very passive way. And one of my best ways of doing this is content. So if you can create 30 videos answering people's questions and then just host them up on YouTube. And so whenever a lead says, I'll call you later, you just send them there. And this basically is the gist of this video. If you can actually work with your clients through this silent consideration phase when all the businesses are kind of leaving their leads alone, if you can work with them, you are going to guide them in a way that leads back to you so that you're going to be getting that business. And if this is something that can help you increase your sales, increase your leads that turn into clients by 30%, 50%, even sometimes double, because I've seen this actually happen, why would you not do it?